How you doing, everybody? Welcome back to Me in the Middle, and today I want to show you guys a debate that Anna Kasparian and Destiny had here on the Piers Morgan uncensored show. And I'm doing this because the last two videos I made was me showing the hypocrisy or the wrongs of the right, and today I want to focus on the hypocrisy or the wrongs of the left. And there's no prime target in Destiny. Destiny is one of the worst people I've seen on the internet, people, because they believe that because they're leftists and they're liberals that they have this better, they're just more moral than you, and everything they're saying is right, everything you're saying is wrong. But what you're seeing here on the screen is Piers Morgan bringing up a Instagram post that Destiny here, or Twitter post that Destiny here posted, where he's mocking Charlie Kirk's wife because she tagged him on Instagram. Like, just being insensitive and being a complete douchebag. His only argument is because the president doesn't do it, that he's not going to do it. And I'm going to let Anna just dismantle him here, and I'm going to let Destiny show his true colors because, in my opinion, there's nothing more I have to say. Before we start here, I do want to give my props here to Jack. I believe his last name is Passelbeck. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name, sir, but he is a dear friend of Charlie Kirk, and he had to sit here throughout this entire thing and hear a complete lunatic be a lunatic. Like, the strength and composure that he showed throughout this entire debate is admirable, and I have nothing but respect for him. So I'm gonna let that play out. And guys, can you guys please stick around towards the end of this video, because I really want to show you guys a very important exchange and a very important point between Andrew Wilson and Dr. Cornel West. But I do want to let this Anna video play out, so let's get right into it. Sorry for the long intro there.
Can we hear any words for Donald Trump?
All right, Anna Kasparian.
Donald Trump. Nothing exactly.
Anna Kasparian. To me, this is what I'm talking about, that I think there is an element of the left, the hard woke left, that have completely lost their minds. If you are not able to just outright simply condemn the murder of Charlie Kirk, and if you cannot stop yourself from mocking his grieving widow, you are sick, as I've just seen from Destiny.
The sick thing is weaponizing a widow's grief to try to do recruitment for your political party. That's probably one of the most disgusting things I've ever seen. She's showing up in emails for recruitment drives for TPUSA.
Destiny? What did you think the assassination of a political figure would do? What did you think the outcome was going to be? What did you think the outcome was? And by the way,
are you asking me for the pragmatic political outcome, or are you asking me for?
Hey, how about take it easy on the Adderall? Take it easy on the Adderall, and let me answer the question that Piers asked me.
You must have been really bullied today,
I guess.
Let Anna speak, please.
My behavior is not reliant on how anyone else behaves. Every morning I wake up and I make decisions about how I choose to react or respond to things. I don't wake up in the morning, check what Donald Trump has to say, and then base my own personal behavior on his behavior. I agree with you in that it would be very helpful to have the leader of this country want to turn the temperature down. And he hasn't done that. I agree with you on that. But that doesn't change the way I choose to respond to what's going on. The idea of mocking a woman who is now a widow with 2 young children, who witnessed her husband get shot in the neck and bleed out to death. How can you mock that? What is wrong with you? I just don't understand it. That's it. I don't understand it. I don't understand you, Destiny. You have so much hatred in your heart, and at the same time, you judge others as hateful.
If you're going to weaponize somebody's grief against the other party, well, then of course people have a right to fight back against it. I think that she has every right to grieve in whatever way she wants, but when that grief is going to be weaponized to do recruitment, political recruitment, and further radicalization of the other side, then of course you not only have the ability to mock it, I think you have the obligation to mock it. It's insane.
Let me understand. Let me understand your argument. So since others are using her grief to politically recruit, you think that it's okay to mock her specifically?
Since others are using her grief, she's the one who gave a 17-minute speech on TV where she talked about good versus evil. She's the one showing up in TPUSA ads to 1 or 2 days after.
If someone assassinated my husband, I would not be able to have the level of composure she had during that speech. I would be out for blood. I understand why she's angry and why she said the things that she said. Okay, you need to understand what being a human is, what it's like to actually lose someone that you love, that you chose to spend your life with, that you chose to raise children with, a person who was violently and viciously assassinated like that. This is why I've moved away
And when
from
something yeah, I know, yes, because you got bullied online. It's so funny. It's so funny that you just said that you don't think about how other people act to define your behavior. Your entire political ideology now is somehow defined by the people that were mean to you on Twitter.
No,
if somebody
it's
cares
not.
about somebody who's
No,
grieving,
I understood
then you tell that
what
person,
the flaws on the left happen to be. The
maybe you should
weakness in their
step back
arguments.
for a couple of
No,
weeks.
no, it's
Maybe
not
you should
about
take
the
some
way
time
I
to
get
grieve.
treated.
You don't
I get
say,
treated
hey, let's
like
throw
crap
a camera
from
in
both
front
sides
of
of
you
the
and have
political
you do
aisle.
mass recruitment for our political party while everyone over here is calling for civil war. It's unhinged. When you've got people like Matt Walsh and the Daily Wire, the
we're
president
talking
of the
to a
United States
guy
calling
who
for
said
civil
he'd be
war.
okay with his own parents getting killed if they went to that Trump rally where that assassination attempt
And we're talking
happened.
to a
There's
woman
no
who went
reasoning
on and
with
did
you,
the whole
Destiny.
conservative media
There's
outlet with
there's
Tucker
no
Carlson
reasoning
and
with
Glenn
you.
Beck and had
Okay.
nothing bad to say whatsoever. I know where your bread is buttered. I know where
And
you're
it was
making your money
great. I
from.
had
Okay, that's
awesome
great.
conversations.
I
I don't regret it at all.
That's great.
I also had a
Keep up with the
conversation
personal
with Jack
attacks 'cause you're
Posobiec
so
on her
brain
take. It was
broken.
awesome.
Yeah, I know.
That's
Jack,
what
the guy over there that gets
democracy is
paid
about.
by
Having an
Russia that
exchange
lies
of
about everything that
ideas.
comes out of his
Yeah.
mouth. Yeah,
All right,
great.
let me
That's a good
bring in.
one.
Let me
Very
bring.
Okay, there, guys. Listen, I'm not gonna spend too much time here dissecting, exactly what you guys just watched here, because honestly, if you're watching this video and you have any half a brain, there's nothing else. There's nothing I can do to explain to you why Destiny is wrong here and why Anna just literally obliterated him and his argument every single way. So I'm not gonna spend too much time here. I just really wanted to point out the hypocrisy on the left. And if you are a leftist and if you really believe in their left ideologies, like myself, please, we have to ostracize people like Destiny away or shame them away from this party or whatever your movement is, because he's gonna make you and everybody else like you look horrible. Okay, now I did tell you guys that if you stick around to the end of the video, I'm going to show you an exchange that I believe is important, right? So this is an exchange between where's the guys? This is guy Andrew Wilson, right? So Andrew Wilson here, in my opinion, is another. He's like Destiny Light from the Republican side, from this debate that I've seen here. He is doing nothing but stoking the flames of the aftermath of Charlie Kirk's death. You have two people here, Anna and Dr. Cornel West, that are expressing their remorse to Charlie and trying to pour water on the fire. And Steven is not about that. He's here to rage bait. He doesn't care about nothing else but getting clips. And in this debate, you see Dr. Cornel West get visibly upset and walk away. And I'm gonna play with Dr. Cornel West, and I'm gonna show you why. I'm gonna show you why people like Andrew Wilson have to also leave too.
Cornel, can you sit down? I would like you to remain part of the debate.
This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. He's smoking his cigarettes with his arrogant self. Come on, man. We don't have enough dialogue at all.
Surely you're not going to walk out in a debate about dialogue.
Go on and make your money, man.
Right. Well, there's a kind of.
The reason why I think it's important to point this out is because Andrew Wilson, a rage baiter who only cares about himself, pushes Dr. Cornel West to leave. And you can argue that Dr. Cornel West had stood his ground and stood there and debated no matter what. Fine. You can argue that, and I can respect that point. In my opinion, I respect what Cornel West did, because this show, in all honesty, isn't really about debate. It's more about pure smoking, getting two extreme people from each party to argue, and the clips go online. And he makes a lot of money. That's what the show's about. It's not really about trying to get people to come together. And the reason why this is important, because Dr. Cornel, a moderate leftist, he is on the show and he leaves, he storms off. And who does he get replaced with? Destiny. And that's the problem here. That's the problem here. Shows like this, shows like Piers Morgan, that like Piers Morgan's inability to try to stoke, like to pour water on the flame of his own show, because he all he cares about is views. He knew exactly what was gonna happen, and he already had Destiny lined up for this exact same thing. And he knew that with Destiny here, it's going to be he's gonna have clips for days. And what did that show? I don't know. Let's look at this. 1.1 million views. Yeah, I just wanted to show that. I think it's important to point out the bad actors, Andrew and Destiny on both sides, and give respect to the good people, Anna and Jake on the other side. So that's enough here. Sorry if it's a little bit long-winded, but I do want to get this point across. I think it's important. See you guys next time. Peace.